give me a little bit of your background. Here we go.
Okay, sounds good. I am Vicky's son-in-law. My name is Rodman Likes. I grew up in Colorado. I've been in the technology space for a majority of my career, which feels like an eternity, but with the rate of change that the world is experiencing right now, every day is a new day. This little light bulb above me is a logo I created for a newsletter, which we'll talk more about in a minute. But it doesn't say AL, it says AI, which stands for artificial intelligence. And some of the things that we're going to talk about tonight are very specific to a very useful platform that is AI specific called ChatGPT. And I won't go into all of the history about ChatGPT and what it is. We covered that a little bit. But really, what I want to do tonight is show you a couple of ways that you can use ChatGPT, one for fun, two for wellness and health, and three as it relates to your work as Jafra consultants and leaders. And then I will open it up after we go through a few of these examples to you can drop in some questions or certain scenarios that if you'd like me to cover, I'm certainly happy to do that. Um, and then I've got a newsletter that we'll talk more about at the end that is very specific to your demographic, and that is folks that are relatively new to ChatGPT and AI. And I provide tips and tricks and just more education around useful ways that we can all use and benefit from ChatGPT. I think I shared this last week. It's not something to be scared of. I think it's something to embrace because as you will see as we get into this, there are a lot of very applicable ways that can be very helpful to each of us in our respectful lives and work. So let me share my screen. And if I can get just a thumbs up or a golf clap or something that everyone can hear me okay.
Yeah, good.
Okay, awesome.
It's good. It's good, Rodman. So,
All right.
Rodman, we were talking before you came on. We were talking about that we go and do chatgpt.com on a computer, but that we go to the app store on our phone or our iPad or whatever we're using if for the app, the app. And do you recommend? Because Daryl Lee said there's several apps that are on there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The App Store can be relatively confusing when it comes to ChatGPT because there are some that are paid and there are some that are free. And so I recommend, and in my newsletter, which hopefully all of you will subscribe at some point, but the first newsletter that I published last week, I actually showed the icon in the App Store of which one to download, and you can use that free of charge. ChatGPT also has a paid version, but the differences between the two are very minimal relative to how we would be using it. So I wouldn't recommend it unless you're going to be um, teaching a class on, microbiology in Indonesia or something. So that's just a funny way of saying the free version is plenty.
Plenty.
It's plenty, yeah. So actually, well, we'll get there in a minute. Let's start here. And Vicky, if you want to continue to moderate different questions, feel free to do so. But
Okay, I'll be the one in the chat. You could write questions in the chat, and Daryl Lee and I will be monitoring them. Okay.
perfect. So as you can see here, ChatGPT, this is the screen that I'm on. And in order to go there, I mean, there's a couple of ways you can get there. You can just you can just type chatgpt.com and it should take you here. It may ask you for login credentials or it will ask you to align an email address. That's just so that you can kind of personalize it. It's very similar to like a Google search or a Bing search or a Yahoo search. It's going to learn and it's going to personalize some of the content based on how you interact with it and you start to become a persona to ChatGPT, which is fun in and of itself. So let me start with, and just like if you're searching for something on the web, as you can see here, I have my search bar. Um, and here's, if you look down here, you can scroll over. There's just some very interesting high level prompts, but I'm going to do something kind of interesting, which is um, play a game with me. So this is going to prompt ChatGPT to provide some options that I can choose. Now, as we get older, we want our minds and our brains to continue to work. So it's asking me, it says, what kind of game do you want to play? So I'm just going to say trivia.
So Rodman, I'm wondering, everybody can't might not be able to, is that my view that I'm doing that, or is it, can everybody read that? I was
Uh,
wondering, I was just wondering,
I,
for me, it's small and I don't know why.
is it any bigger now? If I just blow up my screen a little bit?
Yeah, I think, yeah,
Wait, hold on. I will make it
just
even bigger.
remember, we're all seniors.
Okay, does that make it any bigger for anybody?
It's still very small for me,
It's
but
still very small.
yeah.
Um,
It was better. It was better, but I think it went back to the
Yeah.
smaller size. Try it again. Enlarge it again.
okay. Tell me if this is
Now
good.
it's smaller.
Okay, give
Yeah,
me one.
because you did it in PowerPoint last time and it was I
Yeah, but I'm just gonna
we're in
run this.
Chat GPT now,
I'm gonna
aren't we?
run this right from ChatGPT. It's a lot
Yeah,
easier.
that's why. Okay, I put my glasses on. Okay, everybody put your glasses on.
Or
And I'm gonna try to blow it up a little bit so it should be a little bit easier to see. But
What is
if
it?
it's not,
Control plus, maybe Control plus.
yep,
We can enlarge our own screens too.
Okay.
that is an option.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll try to talk you through it. If you can't see it, again, a lot of this stuff I'll capture in upcoming newsletters. Again, this is just really
Okay.
basic kind of fundamentals of different ways to interact with ChatGPT.
I can
I'm
see it
doing,
now, Rod.
what's that? You can see it?
I can
Okay.
see it. Yes, I can see it now. I put my
So
glasses.
anyway, my prompt was play a game with me. It came back and said, what kind of game do you want to play? I could have been very specific in terms of um, play a word puzzle with me, and it's going to give me, all right, so here's a word puzzle. Now it's asking me to unscramble a word. And it says it's something that happens regularly in the workplace. What word can you make from those letters? Anybody have any ideas? CIEOSN. If you have an idea, place it in the chat and let's see if we can solve this riddle together.
Oh, I would be terrible at that. Okay. Anybody in the chat?
Well,
Anybody in the chat?
now, if you can't solve it, I'm going to say, give me another hint.
Yeah, give
It
me.
involves meeting people to share information or make decisions. What word do you think it is?
Oh, somebody says here, Rod, Lewis, one of our newest subscribers. Oh, that's you. You said that a meal plan. That's in the. I posted your first newsletter, and you had a
Okay,
story there about him.
I did. Are we there? Are we there? You're confusing me a little bit. Are we still on this main screen or did you go jump something else?
Oh no, I'm in the chat looking at people's questions.
Oh, got it. Got it. Okay. So anyway, that is, we don't have to go through this game, but if you, ChatGPT has so many different options as it relates to just kind of exercising the brain. And whether that's fun games, trivia, word puzzles, there's a lot of different ways to use it.
So,
Let's
Rod,
move.
could you ask Chat GPT to do a menu, a recipe for something, and tell them that you wanted a plant-based recipe for something, and it
Yes.
would do it, wouldn't it?
Yes. So let's jump there because that is the next topic I want to cover, which is health and wellness. So there's a number of different things we can do here. Now, I can stay right in here, and we can just continue down this prompt, or I can go up here and click on the little pencil and paper icon, and it's going to wipe everything away, and it's going to give me a clean screen. So now I'm back, it's fresh. And Vicky wants me to create a recipe that's plant-based. And the easiest thing to do is provide a dinner recipe using vegetables only for, I'll call it serving size, 2 people, include shopping list. All right, so here it comes. Vegetable stir fry with rice.
Ooh,
This is a serving size for 2 people. It gives me the recipe. It's going to tell me how to cook it. And then it's going to give me my shopping list down here below.
okay.
So, and the cool thing here is if I wanted to share this, I could click up here. I could copy this link and I could send it out to a number of different places. Or there's another option, which is I can hit this. If I scroll above these little things down here, you can see a copy. I can hit copy. I'm going to go over because I have a screen open with my text messages with Vicky. I'm going to hit paste. Vicky, tell me if you receive my text message with this entire chat.
Well, I'm okay.
Just look on your phone.
It's there. Oh, yeah, on the phone. Thank you. I could have done the phone. Okay, there's my whole recipe. Yep, you gave it all
There you
to me.
go. So there's everything, right?
Okay, so Rodman, what if I had a client? I mean, we see this sometimes happening on our on our app, WhatsApp. I saw that the other day. Who was it? Someone was saying rosacea. Can we try this? Could we say using Jafra Cosmetics, what products would you recommend for rosacea?
Sure. So we've covered fun, we've covered health and wellness. Now we're going to get into something more specific to your roles as Jafra consultants and leaders. So this is essentially called a prompt or a search field. And I'm not going to get into details specifically about the different prompting formats. I'll keep this very, very high level. But let's just say that I'm gonna tell the prompt to act as a Jafra consultant. And
then Debbie will get to you next. This is my question.
okay, act as a Jafra consultant. You have a
Client.
client with rosacea.
Yeah, ROS, I think CIA. I'm
That
not
doesn't seem right.
How do you spell ROSACIA?
ROSACEA.
Okay, ROSACEA.
That looks better. Recommend a product from Jafra.
No, product. What?
Plural.
Recommend products
Yeah.
from Jafra that would be good for this condition.
Yeah.
So it gives us 6 different products: Jafra Royal Luna Bright Cleanser, Luna Bright Serum, Longevity Balm, Longevity Cream, Firming Serum, and Advanced Body Moisturizer. Now, let's do this even better. Write a brief email to the client offering some of these product suggestions. So there you go. As easy as that. And I could copy and paste that by doing this, or as I showed you before, you can come down here, you can hover over copy and you can copy this and plug it right into an email and send it.
I love that. So we're always dealing with sending quick text messages to people inquiring about Jafra. So
Okay.
let's say that I'm sending something, I'm saying, hi, I found your website and I just wanted to know what is Jafra and why should I use it? Something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yep.
What's that? What are they going to say?
Okay. So I received a text message. Oops, sorry. From a potential customer that is interested in Jafra. Recommend a short but powerful response.
Ooh.
Here's a brief but engaging response you can send. Thanks for reaching out. Jafra offers amazing skincare and beauty products tailored to your unique needs. Let me know what you're looking for, and I can recommend the perfect solutions. Excited to help you glow.
There you go. And then,
Oh,
you guys, you can get more and more specific. Okay, now I've got a question here from Debbie, right? Jump
no,
in.
no, that's okay. You pretty much answered it. I appreciate that. You're doing great. I'm staying with you. This is wonderful.
As long as you're staying with me, that's the first step in learning, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Does anybody else have, okay, so Rodman, for health. Okay, we all are concerned about our health. So
Yes.
let's just say,
Here,
let's
let
say
me give you some.
we have a condition. Let's say let's think of a woman's condition or something. We're concerned about our liver or whatever it be, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What
Liver
would
spots.
AI help us do?
sure. Well, let's do
Liver
this.
spots.
Okay,
Oh,
say
I'm
that
sorry, what was the question?
How
somebody's
about liver? The dark spots. They call them liver spots or whatever.
okay, that's back on skincare. Okay, so that's not maybe so okay, so we just put that in. If you want to put that in, what would that be? Sunspots? But Jafra products again, Rodman, you could do anything for our Jafra products. Ask AI to recommend. We get these things all the time on. People are always asking questions like that.
Mm.
I do for someone that has the sunspots or whatever. Here he goes. Here we go.
So it came up with a list of what seems to be a very similar list to the first question.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, Rodman, I was going into more along the health. I had a condition that I don't want to particularly put it on here. So, but that's what I did is and I even asked for websites to recommend. And it was really amazing what it offered me. And I found a website with holistic products for this condition. So
So the more specific you are, the better the response is going to be. So I let me just I'll play with this for a quick second. I'm a female in my 70s. Um, I am active and like to stay fit, provide, act. This is one of those prompt where I'm giving the ChatGPT a role, act as my personal trainer and nutritionist,
wow, that's really broad, huh? Okay. That's
and provide a weekly regimen that I can follow to stay healthy.
Mm.
And I misspelled regimen, but it's going to pick it up for me, and that's okay. So Again, it's going to break it down by exercise. Day 1, day 2, there's going to be a combination of strength, cardiovascular. It went through all 7, and now it's giving me a very specific kind of meal plan to follow in terms of what to eat, what not to eat, and then provide snacks and different things to keep yourself hydrated. Now, what I like about this is I can say, put this into a table format that is easier to read. So here's my day 1 activity with details. And that's my meal. Now, if I wanted to combine both tables into one, now it's got both my fitness activities plus my nutrition for the day all pulled into one nice, easy to read table. You can print this out, put it on your fridge. You can copy it, put it on your phone. You can blast it out to your relatives and your friends. That way there's some level of accountability. So that's an easy way. Now, from a health perspective, Vicky, again, this is more nutrition and fitness, but in terms of if you had a particular condition.
Oh, a condition. Let's think of something that we might have, a blister, or what do you have? What do we put on there that we would need advice on? What do I have something, and how do I treat it? Whatever. I
How
mean,
about this?
This happens to us all the time.
Let's see, chronic fatigue. Okay. I suffer from chronic fatigue.
Yeah.
I'm 74 years young, female, living in Arizona. What do you recommend? Oops. Keep. So again, if I were to tell it I was a 37-year-old male and I suffer from chronic fatigue, the outcome and the weekly routine is going to be very different than what I told it, which I was a 74-year-old female. And now it's going to go through very specific things to help with the energy support, from food to hydration to making any adjustments to lifestyle to supplements.
Okay.
So,
Now, what? I love this, but what if we put a picture of ourselves in? Would it make it more attractive? Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying about? I mean, a lot of us are hesitant to put our pictures up on up on our websites and things like that. And I had AI do a picture and touch it up for me or whatever. Daryl Lee found this thing. I'm just wondering, is that a possibility? I just wonder. We found a Facebook thing that does it, but
yeah.
Does AI do things like that or not?
ChatGPT, while it is okay for photo enhancement, there are other applications that I would
Yeah, well, let's
suggest.
ask them. Let's ask ChatGPT. What do they recommend?
Okay.
Let's try that. Because I think all of us want to look better, and
I need to update a photo for my Facebook page. What application is best for enhancing my image?
yeah.
And let's see what it tells us. Yeah, at least 2 of the 3 I was aware of.
Are these apps
Yeah, these are all apps.
that will enhance our pictures for us, right?
Correct.
Wow.
I don't know that I've got any photos on this laptop, but let me just see if I do.
Well, I think we talked about it. We did it on Facebook, has some kind of a game, wasn't it, Darrell? What'd we do?
We just did the Smile app that comes out that has different settings that they'll put your face in it.
Yeah,
It's a game. It's a game that you play.
it's a game, and honestly, it was fabulous, Rodman. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it was pretty fabulous. And we can do that another time. That's not, I guess, AI. Darrell, do you have any questions? Anybody have any questions that we
Yes, I was
oh,
I was under the understanding that if you used a photo or wanted them to create a logo or something like that, that would be
did you get cut off?
the paid version of Chat GPT. Is that correct?
It's a
To me?
good question. There are so many free apps out there that if you run into features like that where they're wanting you to upgrade to the paid version, then I would just go do a Google search because there are plenty of options. So,
Would you ask GPT to recommend?
well, we just went through that process. I mean, if that's if that's of interest in terms of enhancing photos, which a lot of photo enhancement you can do right from your phone, right in either Google Photos or iPhone Photos. There's a lot of enhancement qualities or features inside of the apps already.
Mhm.
But if it's just creating a logo or an image based on prompts, that's something that can easily be done as well.
So if they want to do like illustrate a cute puppy in front of a fireplace,
Sure.
that would do it on. I mean, I've tried it on one, but it says you can't do something unless you go to the next version, the paid version. And I think it was adding photos or something to that extent.
Let's see what this gives us. I am on Chat GPT 4, which is a paid version because I use it. But here's a cute puppy in front of a fireplace. That was
Okay.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
But you're on a paid version.
I am.
Yeah. So I wonder what, if that's, and I guess we'll just have to play with it to see if that would be one of the perks of having the paid, and I think you can add your own photo and it would say, place
Yeah.
me in the photo of, in front of the ocean or whatever. I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
Robin, take a photo of one of your, take one of Meredith or Lauren, and let's see what it does to it.
Well, I just tried to upload a photo from my laptop
Oh, it
with,
doesn't like it. Doesn't like an HEIC.
well, yeah, it didn't like that version.
Wonder
It
if
just
it
doesn't like me, period. But let's see if there's another option.
maybe a JPEG.
All right, here's Asher. This is my youngest son.
Okay.
So I just told it to turn this. Oh, counters. This would involve altering the photo ways that. Oh, okay, let's see. So it just said, "Can I proceed?" And I said, "Sure." Yeah, so it couldn't do that. Let me just ask it.
Well, let's leave the picture thing and let's go to things more. I think we covered health because we know it's going to help us. What other things would you use it for?
Well, let's open it up to other questions that people might have with regards to scenarios where you would find it useful in your life, and I'll run it right here.
Sally has on here, how about great verbiage to use to encourage someone to be a Jafra hostess?
Yeah.
Awesome. Help me craft an email to encourage a prospective Jafra hostess to sign up. So if you can read that, or I can read it for you, it's pretty good.
It's very good. And you can always personalize it.
Yes.
Or you can write, you could do it in your very simple way, Rod, right? And it will just perfect it like it's doing
Sure.
right. And you could get
Yep.
more detailed. You know, whatever you're going to write to somebody, if you put it into Chat GPT, it's going to really make it look sensational. Just
I
like
would
it,
agree.
right? It's just like,
And the nice thing about it is, I mean, I can interact with it and modify and tweak what it's created. I mean, this is kind of what I would consider version one. If I want to change it in any way, shape, or form, or make it sound more like my writing style, it can certainly do that.
so for those of everybody here that has things in their files right now, you've got things that are outdated or whatever, but it was a hostess letter that you used to use. You could really, truly take that and tell Chat GPT to update it.
Okay, Rodman, would you please we've got people asking about what the app symbol looks like or logo. Can you
Yes,
just show that on your devices, what it looks like so they can
I
download it?
can.
Thank you.
Let me see if I can pull it up here shortly. Let's see.
And of course, you're all going to be getting the newsletter, and that's going to trigger your mind. You know, so when you had said to me, Rodman, about like reminders, you know, you can use it to do reminders. Well, I already use Siri to do that. So how do I use Chat GPT to do it? You just talk to it like I do Siri?
Yeah. I don't know if you can see this very well. So this app, and this is in newsletter number one, but this app right here on the top, kind of in the middle, that's the icon you want to look for.
Okay, it's not showing.
Okay, I'll pull it up so that everybody can
Yeah,
see it.
because you're still got your your GPT app show. Oh, here we go. There's Zoom. Oh, here we go. There we
It
go.
should look like this. That's the same app. It should be consistent on the Apple Store.
So all of those, oh, on the Apple Store. So, but all of those are Chat GPT symbols, right, Redmond? All of them are?
No, well,
Oh,
they are, but the icon that you want to look for is one that looks like this.
okay. So
Yeah,
everybody go into your app store and so that you can start playing with it.
there you go. I think where oftentimes people get caught up is you put in Chat GPT, and Chat GPT is pulling up so many different kind of apps that have been created for ChatGPT, but aren't necessarily the ones that were built by OpenAI, which is the parent company. So, but this icon right here is the one you want to look for. Black and white, very simple. Anything that's not that is probably going to be a paid version of some sort.
Yeah, there's one that's got a green background.
Yes. Yes. Don't
What
don't
we
let that
want
one.
is that one.
The
Okay.
one you want is this one.
Okay.
And let me go to just real quick as kind of concluding remarks. There is this newsletter right here called AI Weekly Wisdom. So if you go to this screen right now on your laptop or your computer and you type in AI Weekly Wisdom .beehive, but Beehive is spelled kind of interesting. It's BEEHIIV.com. And Beehive is the newsletter platform.
Isn't that funny? Beehive is the newsletter platform.
And
Rodman, well, that's our symbol. No, I'm just teasing.
it should be your symbol.
It
And
is. We are the beehive.
if you go down here and just type in,
We put the dot in between. There you go. Rodman dot likes.
well, no, you're
Oh.
going to put your own email down here
Okay,
because you're going to subscribe as as yourself. It's free. There
Okay.
is no charge for this, but I want to show you something because how many people use Gmail as your email platform? Okay, there's a few of us. So a trick that I want to show you on Gmail is oftentimes, as you can see here, I've got AI Weekly Wisdom that dropped into my updates, but I want to pull it into my primary because that's the one I look at the most. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it. I'm going to drag it up here. I'm going to put it into my primary folder. And now that weekly wisdom is in my primary folder. It should show up in my primary folder every week. And here's my, if you look
I
at,
don't know if we can see it. It's still on AI
then
Weekly
I
Wisdom.
think you've
We-
lost this. Yeah, I was.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's,
I think you have to refresh.
it's just bear with me 1 second. Let's see
Or
here.
go out and come back in. As a lot of times I'll go out and come back in, share again. Yeah.
I've just got so many tabs open that it probably got lost, but that's okay. The important thing is here's the newsletter. Can you see the newsletter? Is it scrolling for you?
Not yet.
Share your
No.
screen.
There it is. It should now.
Perfect.
Okay,
So
yeah.
if you've subscribed to the newsletter, you can go in and see the archives. And one of the things that's called out specifically is which icon in the Apple Store or the whatever that other platform is. There's the icon that you want. And there's, like I said, in this newsletter, it's geared towards people that are novices and beginners with regards to ChatGPT and AI. So it provides just very easy, simple tips and tricks. There's some success stories of people, how they're using it. There's a Q&A section. There's a weekly challenge, which means, hey, here's something that I want you to go do and try. And then obviously you've got a sharing opportunity. So this comes out every Tuesday morning. So there will be one that hits your inbox tomorrow, assuming you successfully subscribed. And Vicky knows how to.
All of your teams are invited. So those of you that are leaders, what a fun thing to do to engage your branch, because it's something that they, I think, would really enjoy. And then Rodman, you'll be our guest once a month to check in with us and see if we're reading the newsletter. And so how do we subscribe?
That's a great question. So if you just go to, AI, Vicky, can you make sure that everyone has this link?
Yeah, they do. It's over there in the chat.
Okay. If I go to aiweeklywisdom.beehive.com, it should give me the opportunity down below to enter your email and then hit subscribe.
It's right there at the top. It says look at the very top of the chat. I'll do it again. I'll copy that and paste it one more time for you. Okay. There we go. Now it's in your chat. Okay, take a look. I'm just going to type it again. Boy, I don't know. Nope.
There's a link. I just dropped it into the chat for everybody.
Did you do that? Thank you, because my chat's not working very good.
And you can hover right on that in the little chat window, click on it. It should open up another window. And then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see a place to enter your email and hit subscribe.
It's also going to be on WhatsApp. So if you're on Jackie's WhatsApp or my WhatsApp, Vicky Hacking's, we've got the invite there too. We'll take care of you. Thank you, Rodman.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to continue to lean in and provide a little bit of training for everybody. Hopefully this was helpful. Looks like Helen's dropped in the same link, which is great. I will see you back here in hopefully 30 days. Have a joyous Halloween, and we will catch up with you soon.
Okay, thank you, Rodman. Okay, guys, we're staying on. Rodman's saying bye. And we're staying,
Vicky,
yes,
oh, this is Sarah Hipple.
hey, Sarah.
Hi. You know what? I've been using this Chat GPT in my yacht and RV business because I have to write up descriptions.
Uh-huh.
And if you just put what's really nice is you just put key points. If you know, a lot of times we have ideas, so you
Yeah.
put your key points of whatever you're trying to do, and
Right.
then it writes a paragraph for you, and then you could go back and you just personalize it, but it gives you that that starting point.
I think
So it just, you don't have to, you can be as, like,
you just
you
put
know
bullet points in, just bullet.
yes, bullet points. And then a lot of times it'll write it up as a bullet point, but I'll say write it in paragraphs or but it's amazing. So the more you use it, and the other thing we have to remember is it's getting information that's out there in the world. So it may not always align with your thinking or thought process. So you just have to make sure you read it over and just readjust, kind of recalculate, like you do on your
Right.
GPS.
Yep.
So,
That's what we did.
anyways, just want to share a simple way to
Hey,
use
now
it.
I just thought, thank you, Sarah. So, and then when you get the newsletter, he's going to give you things to trigger your mind. Oh, yeah, I could do that. Oh, I could do that. Like for me, a plant-based diet is something that I'm really looking into. So I can see how GPI would really help me. You saw that recipe. I thought the recipe looked delicious. But anyways, I mean, to be able to say, God, this is what I feel like having, and I want it to be plant-based. God, how wonderful to be able to be on for you, Wileen, and Weight Watchers, you could use AI constantly. I want to have this tonight, and you got a few things to get you going, and then let AI do it and put Weight Watchers in, and they're going to go and go through all the way. Oh, I think that would be hugely. Okay, now what we're going to do, Wileen, for you tonight, for those of you that want to stay on, Wileen wants me to go through our Jaffa report, how to get the report. So I'm going to go ahead for those of you that want to stay on. I'm going to go in to, I'll share the screen in a minute once I find, no, I guess I could share it right now. Let's see, here we go. Share screen. Going to share my screen. You tell me if you can see it. Okay, there we go. Go back to the meeting. Here we go. Here we go. You can see my screen. I'm going to go into Chrome. Then I'm going to go into Jafra. Did I say something wrong? Okay, hold on. Here we go. I'm going to go into, where is my Jafra? Go into Jafra. It's Jafra.com. It should log in. I don't know. That's funny that it didn't pick up. I think I'm right here. Hold on. Okay, you can all see me. I'm going to take and okay. So I go over here and you all could help me, walk me through it too. Don't know why that's doing that. I'm on you are sharing your screen, but I want to
go to your business hub.
yeah, I
first?
want to go, let me see what it's not there. It's going into a brochure. Is that where I left off before or something? So it's like, hold on. Let me see. I don't want that. So I'm gonna,
It was there.
it was there. Okay, everybody you can share and guide me along. This is not right. So go over here. Okay, here we go. I am going to go to
It's 6 o'clock.
Jafra. Log in.
Vicky, you have to go to the first tab. Go back to your first tab. Your first tab, not the red one, but the black one to the left. Go up there where it says Jafra.com. Or up, right up. Not that, not the red. No, down. There, see the red? Now go over to the
Okay,
left.
let me move
Go
this
to the
out.
left.
There we go. It's in the way. You know what it is. It's in the way.
There
Zoom-
you go.
Oh,
There, now you are.
Okay.
Now go to business hub.
Okay, let's go to,
All the way to the right.
there we go. Thank you. Just guide me along here. Okay, Business Hub.
There we go.
Now you can go down to like, I think it's like in your central branch.
Hold on, I'm gonna scroll down. It's just jumping all over the place. There I am, the business hub. Now I'll go over here.
Straight down.
Well, it's like it's jumping around on me. Okay, now let's go down. I'll go very carefully. I'm on my mouse. Business baking basics. It's not right.
Go to the right of your screen. Business hubs, straight down. Whoa, there.
There we go. Central branch.
Central branch, right there.
Thank you. Help me out.
Well, it takes lots of eyeballs to find
Yes,
all
it
this
does.
stuff.
It does. Okay, so now we're going to go to, I thought it was over here, but we're over here to Central Branch again.
Yeah.
Click on that.
And then the CS
go over to your
to
left.
the right,
Uh-huh.
down.
There it is, that right there.
Yeah,
See that
right
right
there.
there?
Yeah,
See how it says CSV?
yes,
Mhm.
I'm going to click on that.
yeah.
And then there's my Central Branch. I always like to date it, so I know what date that I went into that branch. So October 21st, just so I know. Okay, and let me move you out of the way, and then I'm going to say save. Okay, so now it's there. Now I go back to my downloads, and then I go and I open it up. So here's my
I have to go to download
downloads. Yes,
first.
you have to go to download first.
Okay, I think
And
that's
there's
been
how
my
I put
problem.
Central Branch, October 21st.
Yeah,
It says CSV, but when
Yeah.
I open that, it should open it up. And it says right there, convert. See how it says
Okay.
convert? I'm going to convert it to, so now I just go here and I open it all up like we normally do. So I don't know if yours did, but that's what mine does.
Mine did that today too.
Yeah, it just kind of like went right in here. Now that I'm just going to walk through what I do because I don't need this column. So I delete that column.
Yeah.
I don't need that column either.
No,
I never do anything with it.
I got all of that, but I was trying to find how to edit
Okay, well,
to find all my eyes.
okay, well, give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Okay,
So here we go.
Under status.
Over here, right there's the status. Okay.
yeah,
So I'm going to click on that up at the top. Okay. Now, what I have to do is I have to go up here. You're in the way. So I got to move you out of the way. I go up here and because it's a little bit different than what I'm used to doing.
okay,
Go to data. Okay. And then when I go to data, I ask it to sort it right there.
okay, that's what I need.
Okay. It says it wants to expand. So I'm going to sort it. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's right here. So what I'm going to do again, I've got it right there.
Mhm.
Go up there and I'm going to go, let's try that. Expand. It wants me to expand this, like I say, to expand the selection, which I don't know why. I want that little thing that's over here right there that tells me.
Yeah,
Shirley,
on
are you-
Excel, you just had to click in that box and you could
Yeah.
separate them.
there is something that will put that in there for us. So let's try this. Continue with the current selection, sort. There we go. Now there's all your pre-inactive.
Okay,
There's all
okay,
your eyes.
that's
But
what I
what I
want.
was doing that was wrong, it was wanting me not to go with what it was. So I went there and then I did sort and I went like this. See how
Okay.
it expand the selection? It didn't.
Yeah.
I did continue with the current selection.
Yeah,
So there it is. Now all my A's are first.
yeah,
And then all my I's are first. So that's an important one. And then
yes,
what I do is you can take this like that. And I'm up on the very top where it says J.
uh-huh,
I will copy that. I'll copy that. Then I'll go over here where I can really see it. Well, no, I go all the way over here. This is where I want it, is right there. So now I'm on the green. Okay, I'm on the green and I say paste special. And then I say keep the formulas the same or keep the formulas in the number formatting. So there you go. Now,
Yeah.
all right there for me to look at. So it's right there. Now here's the name and then it tells me whatever. So Now, let's say I want to go again and do that differently. So I would just take that whole column and do it this way. Again, that's what, see how I had to change that? Change it. Well, hopefully, come on. I want to do that. I want to go over here to sort. And I want to go continue. There we go. So that changed it there. There you go. They're all
Yeah,
there.
but Vicky, it says you're pre-active on you.
Yeah, what did I do wrong,
So
Darlene?
you've got, I think you have to highlight the name and the status I
Thank
think that's what you need to do
Thank
because,
you. The name and the status and I hold down
and I think you need to copy it all the way down.
okay.
I could be wrong, but
Well,
I
let's
think you need to
try it.
copy it
Let's
because,
try it just to see what happens. No, I think you're right.
No, I think you have to go to the page layout. First of all, you're going to go all the way to the bottom and start and make it all black. Okay. Then
Okay,
you're
hold
going
on.
to go up to the top. You're going to go to page layout and you're going to do copy here. What is this? Print.
Hold on.
What does it say? Print. Well, keep going. Okay.
Well, I'm going all the way down to the bottom. That's the trouble. I have too many people. There we go. There we go.
What a problem to have.
There we go. Now, should I go
I
over
wish
to
I
the
had that
page
yes,
power.
go over to the other, yes.
Go all the way over.
Yes, do both of them you want to have, well,
No,
Every-
just these two.
if you
right?
don't need the other stuff, just go ahead and do that. If you just want
Okay,
the two,
now,
go to sort.
which one? This one or this one?
Well, whichever one you're popping on.
You're gonna go back and put them in the right place?
I don't know. That's what we're gonna have to look and
The
see.
problem if you don't go across and do it all and put print, whatever it is, sometimes people get mixed. They're not like, say, Vicky, if I was in your branch and I didn't do the whole thing, maybe your information comes up, but then my address comes up. So that's why you have to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole column.
I've never had that problem before. I don't know why, but this apparently I've always done it the way I showed you. It's funny.
Ellen, on my reports, I eliminate everything but the name,
Yeah,
status,
there you go.
email, phone number, and date of last order.
So what I would do is I would close this out, right? And then start again, right? Let's
Or
just
copy and paste that to another Excel.
let's
Just the what
close
you've
it.
copied and
I'm
pasted.
not gonna save it. I'm not gonna save it. Now it'll go back to it again like there. Now it's right. And there it is, says convert. Yes, convert it. But Darrell, that's how I get back to the beginning is I just
Right. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to just do those two lines, those two columns, that you would just copy and paste it, and I would put it in a new one, a new Excel sheet.
Oh, you can also
And then you wouldn't have to take and delete everything. You just copy and paste and put it in the new sheet, and then work with
I
it.
gotta keep them in the same order though.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with this. I just usually do like she does. I mean, Wileen does. I just delete every column that I
Yeah.
don't want. And then I never have to worry about having them get mixed up.
Well, I think what I was doing wrong was I wasn't saving it to downloads.
So what if you don't know if you have Excel or not? Because I've never used Excel.
You have to buy it.
Yeah, you can see it at the bottom if you have
Well, you
it.
can, no, she can use.
I've always printed my reports out on
Can she
PDF.
use Google? I don't know that it will work.
Do you, Cecilia, do you
have
have
Word.
Microsoft 365? Do you have Microsoft
Yes,
Professional? You do?
yes.
Then you've got it.
Oh, yeah.
Then you've got it.
It was so much easier just to print it to PDF and copy it. It was just so easy. I had places to write and all that stuff to
Mhm.
I print them out all the time every month and go through everybody and make
Well,
those
I
phone
think
calls.
you
But
could do- I think you-
so this is new. This system you're looking at right now is something new then, because a week ago it
No,
was
you
printing
can
out like a
do
letter.
that. No. You can do what you're just doing. It's
No,
you
you
can
can't.
just put it in a PDF. You can just go up here and save it as a PDF.
It
right?
won't let me.
Or go over where it says save as. Well,
Yeah,
okay,
save
do that
as.
one. Save as.
Yes. Okay, now go down here, right here, Cecilia,
Okay.
and let's find a PDF. Where did we see it, Daryl? There it is, right there.
At the top.
PDF. Okay, now shall I save it? Save it. It's going to make it a PDF just like you want. And then,
You have to open the PDF. You have to have that.
now I'm going to go,
Yeah,
I've
you
got
know,
to open it. So I'm
on
going
your
to,
downloads, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Where did you save it? Did you save it to your desktop?
it always goes to my downloads. Let's
Okay.
go, let's stop.
All right, we'll try that.
Let's try it. See if it's there it is right there. Central
Mhm.
Branch October PDF. There it is for you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Well,
I'm
you
not the
better
same.
open up all your rows. You better open up all your rows before you
Right.
get
Yeah.
it the way you want it to be before you do it. You got to go into CS, you got to go into this and convert it. But you know what, Daryl, she can't convert it because she doesn't have PowerPoint to.
No, she if she's got Microsoft, she's got Excel.
Yeah.
Yes,
So she can do it.
she
Yep.
can't.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
Well,
it'll do
Donna
it
and
for
Dia
you.
both tell me.
No,
Okay.
you know what? It'll do it for you. It'll automatically do it.
Yes, it does.
Right?
It'll put it in Excel, right?
Yeah, yeah. And now you can go and do the save as if you want a PDF. I have no idea why you would want a PDF, but because that's what you're used to. But I would spread these all out before I
Yeah.
and this is what I can't understand, Daryl. Look at how it does a few phone
Well,
numbers.
because you've got to take the
You had to
you're
make
just
it
you just
wider.
expanded the top, the AB or the top thing. You need to expand it to make sure that it's everything.
Well, I think
When you do the cross, there's a cross. When you go,
I'm just gonna format it just to make sure, right?
It won't fit.
no,
Well, then I'll take away two.
just
We just have to spread the columns out.
Yeah, you have to spread the column
but you
out.
need to make sure there the X is there and you spread the whole column instead
Yeah.
of just the one
Yes.
row.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, well, let's stop for a minute.
Just push cancel, push cancel,
At the bottom.
cancel.
All the way to the bottom to
At
your
the
Down,
bottom
down,
of the
down,
box,
down,
at
down,
the
down.
bottom of the box.
Down, 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 down,
See
trying.
where it says
Okay.
okay in
Up here.
purple? Next to it is cancel.
Ah,
I don't know, you're
the
flying
bottom
all over.
You're
left.
close, close.
Yeah, you're almost there.
You guys need to remember, I'm
There,
on
there,
Zoom and
cancel.
you get in the way.
We got to play the game hot and cold. Oh,
I
you're
know.
hot.
All right, there it is. That's the way it came up, Girlie. So tell me.
Right.
Now,
So when you go and you go up to your A, B, C, D, E, go up to that.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
widen
See,
it.
what you did is you expanded just one row. You want it there. Now do that.
Yeah, spread it out.
There you go.
No.
People talking to me.
it's
Do you know
still
your
there.
the bowling bag? That stripe
Oh.
one? Would you take it upstairs for me too? Oh, here's a drink.
Who's talking? Is
Thank
somebody
you, thank you,
talking
thank
with us?
That was Bronwyn.
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 Sorry.
Stop.
Sorry.
I'm going, what is that? It's like I'm going, what? Now look, you guys, it's there. It comes up. It does that. It just picks out a few
Okay,
numbers.
just highlight the numbers that are off centered. Highlight just that one. Go up to where it says to the left, to the right, or the middle. See the things right up one more up, over, no, down one. There you go. Try that. Oh no, it should be to the left. It should be to the left. Sorry. Okay.
There.
Ta-da. There you go.
Well,
The
it should
reason why
do
those
that.
phone numbers are off is because they've got the one
Yes.
Right.
printed. That's messing the
Yeah.
whole thing up.
A
So
lot
you
of
just
work.
need to eliminate the one.
Instead of the
Wow, look at
parentheses.
that.
Vicky, I'll
Yeah.
give you another tip too, because there are so many numbers and things. If you will go up to say your phone, go up to D on that, and then go all the way up where that little pail with a bucket with the paint coming out of it next to the A. Click on that, and it will color that one so that you don't have so many. Go up further. Right there, click on that. See, and it will color. And you can make whatever colors you want to, but it's so much easier to separate your columns that way. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have done that with the color, but what I'm trying to say is that this is Jaffra's problem. They put
Right.
what, some of the phone numbers have a 1 in front of them. I have to
That's
tell
right.
That's
They've
how you
got the
dial
one
it.
and not the parentheses around the zip code.
Right.
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, now if I take that off, it's gonna, no, it still doesn't, it doesn't format.
No, but you still have to go back and format it to
You'll have
the
to
left.
retype the
back
number.
Correct.
there.
Just go to the left.
I've got them all selected and I got to do format cells. Which one do I choose?
No, I would just go up to the top where you did I wouldn't play with that. Just cancel that.
The
Cancel.
phone number right there. There's my phone number, general, and then just say okay. And that would do it all. That's all, it took care of it.
All right.
Nope.
Oh, I didn't take care of that one.
Okay, go up to where where you were before, where it showed you up by the big A and the little
Yes.
A in the next section.
Uh-huh.
Over to the right, up, one, just one. There you go. Click on it.
Darrell, it's not going to work because it's got a 1 in front of the 5.
Well, okay, just scroll down. Let's look at it.
There it is right there.
When I've had phone
No,
numbers
I'm
like
saying
that, I've just wrote them down and retyped them right.
Is that what
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted them all over to the side. That's what I thought you
No,
wanted.
I know you did. No, the 1 is the problem. Some
Mhm.
numbers have 1 and it's making all the numbers off.
And they don't
What
have
I
the
was
area
trying to
code
do,
in
I was
parentheses.
trying to go to format the cells because Lori taught me that. And there it is, a number. And I think I can take away that minus if I wanted to. It says a phone number up there. So it's supposed to make them all a phone number. That's what it's supposed to do. And
Be my luck, I'd screw them all up.
Me too.
for some reason,
So
they
Vicky,
have
I want
one.
to, so Vicky, I want to ask, why can't you choose the one that says custom?
Oh, let's try that. Format cells.
Down on the lower left,
Yeah,
it says custom.
Okay. And what am I going to
So
do?
I can't, I don't know, make it however you want it.
Well, I got
Well,
to take
just try the
one
0.
off.
Yeah.
It says type or put the sample there. I don't know. I was just wondering why. I mean,
It's the phone number. Let's see. No, what's happened is this. No, it's okay. It's
It's
not gonna,
just-
not gonna
yeah.
break her maybe, but it is wrong. It's Jaffra's problem, not mine. It's Jaffra. They have
Yeah.
some phone numbers they put the 1 in front of. And it's their formatting that they've done, not mine. And apparently I'm not good enough at Excel to take those 1s off. There's not very many of them, but
Well,
what
those extra ones have a couple of zeros on the end too that don't belong there.
are there?
Yeah, look at those, like at Charlotte, whoever you had up there before. Look at that has 1 and it has .00. You got extra numbers. See right there on
Oh,
yours.
wow.
Even. On yours now, it has the .00 on the end.
And not the hyphens in there. See that 503? It's got a
Yeah.
1 in front of it. And then it's got, so we've got that'll be a good thing to tell them about. Yeah, look at it, puts it right back.
Mhm.
And that's Jaffra. Jaffra did that. They should not have that happen. They should all line up right. They should have the same format. And I shouldn't have to change that formatting. Oh, well, okay, there was
Well,
your,
thank you for taking the time to show me that.
so.
Okay, well, before you go, does anybody know how to completely log out of your Jaffra account?
I'm having problems with that too.
Don't you just hit sign out?
I don't see a sign out.
no. And
Log out
I
right here.
think that's really hard to do on Apple. Is anybody else using an Apple device that's having
I
a hard
tried to
time?
do it on my PC and I cannot find where to completely log out.
Because I mean, you can sign out and you can close out the browsers and do all of that, but it still wants to go back to your
Original page.
your original page.
Oh, boy.
Click on my
I'm having a
account
heck of
that
a
you want.
time. I don't
Click
know.
on
I'm
my
having
account. Click on my account and you go down to the bottom of the page, log out from there.
sign out. Yeah. Yeah. And then when you go back to
There it is.
Jaffra.com,
Right there, log out.
you're still there.
Oh, and is that what happens?
Because if you're trying to log in as somebody else, then you're gonna have to log in with those credentials when you log in.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't let you.
Okay, if you, yeah, and when
I mean, on mine, and I've closed out, cleared cookies, done that, cleared the cache, done
Is
that.
it on your phone?
that's what I would do, is I
Yeah.
would clear the cookies.
Are you doing it on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Make sure
Yeah.
you have all of your windows closed. You
That's
might
what
have
I did.
the window open with
That's what I'm saying is I closed everything in the background, and it
I
still
thought
wants
I
me to go
remember.
and log in as if it were me,
I've been
not
able to
somebody
log
else.
out. I've been able to completely log out. But I make
Yeah,
sure
no,
if I have another window that maybe I didn't close, when you go to
I
go
can
to
do it on
Safari.
my computer, not on my phone.
Yeah, but I've been able to do it on my iPhone. I just have to make sure all my windows are closed. If all my windows are not closed, it's end up having another window open and it won't do it.
I can log out of mine, but then somebody else, when I go to get into Jaffer.com thinking I'm going to open up my account, it opens up one of my consultants. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
So I have to log out
really
of them and get back in again. It's like, what the heck? Why doesn't it say mine? So yeah, there's things that need to be worked out for sure.
okay.
I've got another quickie question. Do any of you have the new Royal Almond Body Mist?
Yes.
No.
What are your thoughts?
I love it. Got a little bit of a stiff pump.
Yeah, Dia was having problems with hers not pumping, but then she also said that she thought that the almond spray smelled like cough syrup. I thought, oh, because I thought I would order some to give as Christmas gifts, and I thought, so I just ordered the duo to smell them first. But she was having a lot of problems with the pumps not spraying properly.
I've heard that from other people too. I have your chart too if you need it, Wileen.
Awesome.
The pumps are.
Yeah, that's one thing that is going to be a bit of a challenge with the pump, especially like my mom with arthritis in her hands has a hard time even with some of like the bottles, like the shampoo bottles and stuff like that. With the arthritis in her hands, she can't hardly squeeze them or anything at all. And then, if the pump is challenging or anything, I just had a partial elbow replacement surgery, so I'm not gonna be able to use a pump like that. That's difficult for a very long time. But my mom, like I said, with arthritis in her hands and stuff, she has a heck of a time with a lot of our bottles.
I've not had any problem with any of our other body mists.
No, not with the body mist. They're usually very easy.
Yeah, but that was the problem that Dia was having with the body mist of the almond and the my brain
Not
just
the same problem with the foam cleanser too. The foam cleanser pumps kind of.
Oh yes, that foam cleanser is a real problem.
Yeah, so they just need to do something different with the pumps to get them to click down right and smooth.
Well, I'm sure Dia, called or emailed Jafra.
She hadn't heard back from them yet.